Hello again to another lovely episode of the Counselor Chronicles. I am Marcelo Menchaca, or just Menchaca, and today's topic is actually brought to you by my brother, who is a school teacher. He is a science teacher down in Texas, and he's had a lot of students come up to him and talk to him or even complain about the amount of homework they are getting and why they're getting so much, to the point where these were I think these are ninth or 10th graders who were pretty much are staying up to like 3 a.m. doing all kinds of homework. So I'll talk to you today about homework and why we need it, why we have tons of it, and things have changed since my days. Uh, I know back in the day, back when I was a kid in school, we did get homework, and I hated taking anything home with me. I hated bringing a backpack, a notebook, a book, anything home with me. So whenever they gave us any kind of time, any kind of free time, lunchtime, available, I that's when I would actually do my work, any kind of homework, anything they would assign to us. I would try to get it out, get it done as fast as possible, because I just did not like bringing anything home with me. Once I got home, I wanted to have my own free time. But yeah, there were times where, of course, assignments, I did have to take assignments home, big projects, those kind of things. But I made it my goal to make sure that I did as many assignments as I could throughout the day. Now, yes, today, I don't think they give you enough time. I don't think they give you any time to actually get work done during the day. Some teachers do, some do not. Um, some actually do teach from bell to bell, and that's fine because they're trying to get so much information out to you. And sometimes when they actually give you enough time to do it, that's the best time for you to get some of that work done. But things have changed. Things have changed from what they were back when I was in school to now, and what they're trying to teach you. They're trying to get more in depth with everything they're covering. So that's why they go over to all this information. And yes, you do have to take home work. And sometimes, yes, we understand that you go home with a couple of hours worth of work. I'm already seeing it with my own kindergartner. She comes home, it's not much work, it's maybe 20 minutes, but to a 5, 6 year old, 20 minutes, it's a lot. And just to get her to pay attention to letters and numbers and reading is a lot for 20 minutes. So I'm starting to see already, okay, what it does to my own child to actually have her sit down and do work. But I'm trying to get her to get into the habit of, once you're home, do your work, okay? And I'll go into that. A little bit more. The coping skills of trying to get work done. Why do the teachers give us homework? You're thinking these are diabolical teachers. They don't like us. All they're going to do is give us work. Well, you forget to understand that, once they give you the work and you give it back to them, they have to go home and grade it too. So they also have homework. They do have to go and do your assignment and check it and grade it and read over it and correct it and, give back to you. So it's not because they're trying to give you stuff to do. It's all about the mastery, whether it's making you understand the assignment, make you understand the subject, make you not only just comprehend it, but truly get the mastery of it. Of anytime you come back to it, you're like, oh yeah, I remember this, and this. I completely remember this, especially when a subject like math, where they give you the assignment, they give you, they go over the lesson of the day. They want to make sure they'll give you homework as a practice. And when if you do so much of it, you're gonna learn it. Just like driving, they don't just give you the keys and say, all right, have fun. No, your parents will go with you and they'll drive with you and they'll teach you this and that. Same thing with a teacher. They're teaching you everything about that until you master it, until you understand that I can do this on my own. I am good. So whatever subject they go over, they're trying to help you master it. So then when you can apply it, again, math is a building subject where they use concepts from a couple lessons back to actually apply to whatever lesson they're at the moment. So that's why homework is there, for you to completely master the subject, for you to understand it, not only understand it, but completely know it when it can be brought back within a future lesson. You're like, oh yeah, that's right. I remember doing this and this. I remember how to do this. That's why they do homework, for you to do the complete mastery. Now, I mean, does it stink? Yes, homework. No one likes doing homework. People just want to go home and unwind. But sometimes that's just not the case. You have to get work done. Believe me, I can tell you personal war stories of my own of sitting at the kitchen table, doing math homework with tears streaming down my face because I just could not understand math. It was not my subject. Which is funny because in college I almost got a minor in it. They just said, "Oh, you just got to take an extra class." I'm like, "No, I'm fine. I'm not doing no more math." But for a while there, math was just a subject I cannot wrap my head around. I could not understand it. No matter how many times it was taught to me, I could not get it. It just was not making sense in my head. And unfortunately, I had one teacher, and I only heard it one way, and that was it. Nowadays, you guys have the ability to get on the internet, Khan Academy, YouTube, and type in polynomials or fractions or whatever, and you have thousands upon thousands of different videos or teachers to explain to you this is a way for you to get it done. And sometimes you don't understand the way it was taught to you that day. So you may go home and hear it from a video, and it does help to hear it from a second, third, fourth person explain to you in a way that you get. Some of us can go to class and understand the teacher, and teachers do different ways of teaching you, whether it be audio visual or a tactile version of understanding the material. And they do a good job, but sometimes you want to hear it again, or you kind of forgot about it. But saying use your tools, use the internet, use what you can to help you understand the material. So you're not like me, you're not crying at the table, which is, I always tell everybody about this because it was painful. It was painful for me to go through, and to this day I do not like math. I never liked it, but I understand it's everywhere. Math teachers tell you it's everywhere. It's in anything. It's in everything. So yes, it truly is. So another way to cope with, so use your internet, use your resources. That's the big thing I want to say is use your resources. A friend, a parent. Yes, some parents are like, well, this is not the way they taught it back in when I was in school. Yes, they're right. No, this was not the way. Use your resources. Also, the best thing you can ever do, and I know you're not going to like this, is as soon as you get home, do your work, do your homework, because your mind is, think about it this way, your mind for the last 7-8 hours has been at school, has been processing, been working, been doing all that work, and then you get home, your mind is still in that mindset. It's still in that working, the processing area. It's best for you to actually get your work done then, right there, as soon as you get home. No one likes to do it, believe me. No one wants to do work as soon as they get home. You just want to unwind, relax, watch TV or whatever, hang out with your friends. But that is the best time because your mind is still in tune to everything that's happened that day. That is the best time for you to get work done. If you go home and go out and hang out, do what you want to do, relax. So now the mind is completely relaxed. It's no longer done, no longer thinking about school or any of that jazz. It is now all about fun. And then you're like, oh, now I'm going to go home and go to my bed and do work. It's not going to happen. No one likes to go have fun and then go to work. Nobody likes doing that. Especially as a teenager, you don't want to do that, okay? You're going to find it very difficult to actually get back to actually do work because now you're in fun mode. You just want to, eat and watch some TV, probably take a shower and go to bed. That's it. It's better and it's so much easier if you go home, get all the work done, be done with it, and then go do what you need to do. And by that point, you're relaxed. You don't have to worry about, okay, I got to get work done before I go to bed tonight. Now you can fall asleep at a decent hour. Yeah, it might take a couple hours to get work done, but at least it's getting done earlier in the day, okay? And yes, some of you may have, some of you guys are probably athletes or have some activities after school, and that makes it a little difficult. So welcome to the life of the student athlete, where your life revolves around athletics and school. where guess what? As soon as you get done with practice, you go home and you have to do your homework. There's the socializing time is actually during practice. That's what a student athlete is. You have two things: athletics and school, and that's it. So again, try to do your work as soon as you get home. I'm telling you right now, you'll find life a lot easier. Okay. See what else. A lot of kids do talk to me about, or I get calls from the parents, or they talk to me and say, I'm getting all kinds of talk from my parents about not getting my work, or I'm falling behind, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Then now I gotta talk to them. Sometimes maybe a principal has to talk to them, then teachers have to talk to them. So now you have a kid who's had every adult in the building talk to them, and not only in the building but also at home about getting their work done. Now, unless you're a student who thrives and loves talking to adults, and you need that to encourage you and to motivate you to do work, fantastic. Well, keep talking to all of us. But the majority of you do not just want to be left alone. You're a teenager. You want adults to, yes, interact with you, but give you your space. I'm going to tell you right now what the secret of that is. And the secret to all this is just do what you're supposed to do. It really is that simple. Just do what you're supposed to do. If you clean your room, if you do your chores, if you, take out the trash, feed the dog, do your homework, your parents will leave you alone. Your parents will be scared. They're like, what is going on with Johnny? He's actually doing everything he's supposed to be doing. Your parents will not touch it. They will not say a word, because whatever's happening, they don't want to mess with it. If something's working, they're going to leave you alone. Same thing at school. If you are turning your work, if you're studying, if you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, teachers are going to leave you alone. They'll praise you, but they're going to leave you alone. They're not going to mess with anything. Whatever's working is working, and they don't want to mess with it. So guess what? They don't say anything to you. That means counselors are not brought into the picture. Principals are not brought into the picture. You are left alone. Think about it. Think of that person around you at school, in your classroom, that always does their work, always does what they're supposed to be doing, and see and look how many adults are always talking to this kid and telling him, come on, get your work done, do this, do that. And you'll see that because they do what they're supposed to be doing, yes, they get rewarded, they get praised, but they're left alone. Isn't that what you want as teenagers? To be left alone, for adults to just leave you be? Again, very simple. Do what you're supposed to be doing. That's it. We'll leave you alone. I will not mess up with whatever is working with you. Just do what you're supposed to be doing. And we'll leave you alone. Okay? Good luck. Homework, it stinks. Some of us love it. I know as I got older, I did tend to enjoy more of the research when I was in college and reading articles and those kind of things. But for a moment, I did struggle. I did, because it was things that one didn't like, or things I was bad at. So it really hurt me and try to get the stuff done. And as I got older, I did start taking classes that I did enjoy, did stuff that I did want to do, and I enjoyed doing that homework because it was something I wanted to do. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Keep working hard. Use your resources, parents, teachers, other students, your peers, internet. Do your work as soon as you get home. It's so much easier for you. Try it. And sometimes, guess what? Again, I forgot about this one. I think I did already talk about it. All right, sorry about that. Apparently, I used up all my saved data on my phone, so I had to delete some stuff. Anyway, last thing I was saying is make sure to use resources. Also, to make sure you get stuff done as soon as possible. And lastly is just do what you need to do, and you'll be successful. I'm telling you that right now. I know homework stinks, but you've got to get it done. It's for mastery, so you understand these things. As you get older, you'll be reverting back to a lot of these subjects. So, again, guys, another Counselor Chronicle with Menchaca. Make sure to subscribe. Give me a like. Also, put your topics or whatever you need to talk about. Add it down below. And last thing, if you want to share this, share it with somebody. Send it out to somebody. Somebody might need it. Okay, so be free to share the video. So again, until next time.